it is? It's your man, Jay Wool and DJ Satisfaction. Who Got Next Radio on Philly Jams, 95.3 FM.
Holy shit, Leese B here. Who Got Next Radio? I'm so excited. I'm happy to be back. We're in a pandemic. What have you been up to? What do you got?
I just got off a tour. We had to cut the tour because of the pandemic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where were you?
We did Baltimore, Atlanta, and then I flew back in from Atlanta, and that day I did Philly. That was my last show. I canceled the Houston and the DC show.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's high down there, and down south they're chill about it. They're so chill. Like they're like, oh, we catch it. I'm like, oh, I take care of my mom.
God, no.
Yeah, not everybody, but a lot of people are chill about it. Airports, it's crowded.
When did you have to start canceling your shows? So you were
in February we were going to Chicago, and I had Texas and Miami the next month. Like I try not to book it like my months too much. I try not to overcrowd it because I still have a 9-to-5 job and I take care of my mom, so I can't be too far from her. So after my February, I did the NBA All-Star, like a show during that weekend. They shut everything down, and so I was trying to figure out how to be an artist during this. And I got back, I dropped 2 videos, and was starting to tour again, and they shut everything back down again. So I'm like, nah, I'm not playing with it.
So they're just in route. Yeah, it's really real out here.
Yeah.
Real talk. Like I've known a couple of people that have had COVID. I've known, unfortunately, people that have passed from COVID. So like, it really is real. But take us back. Like I'm listening to your music. I hear a lot of different genres. I want you to take me back to when you first fell in love with music.
I fell in love with music probably when I was like 10. I've always loved music, but it's like I've never been into one just genre. Like my first concert was Sting from Police. Like he's from the UK, like London.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So it's like I just love all genres. I never want to be boxed into one thing. It's boring.
It is boring.
It's boring, and I can't tell my story that way.
Absolutely.
I'm not a one-box person. I'm really complicated.
Gotcha. All right. Who Got Next Radio? We're back here with Leese B. We were just getting back into the beginning of your journey. Tell me about some influential artists that you had growing up.
People laugh when I say this, but growing up, I used to do everything my sister did. So pop got me into, like, if you can hear my music, you'll hear pop, and definitely hear pop in my music. Pop got me into music, but for hip hop, it had to be Beanie Siegel. Riding around with my
Beanie
cousin.
Siegel?
Yeah, Riding to Becoming, that album. Like, that's what made me fall in love with, like, hip-hop, like, and storytelling. Not just, like, the stuff that's on the radio, but, you know, like, the pain, the storytelling, the passion, the vibe. So, yeah, that's where it came. Beanie Siegel is what made me want to start rapping. And as far as who inspired me, Missy Elliott.
Okay, cool. So, when I listen to your music, you're singing, too. So, where did you develop that skill?
Sometimes, like, well, my mom's a singer, and my brother that passed, rest in peace, he could, oh my goodness. Ooh. So it's like always been in a family background. I've always been in like choirs and stuff like that. And sometimes I can't tell my story in the pain rapping. I feel like I gotta sing it. So that's where like the singing came about. And I used to think I was tone deaf, but everyone was like, no, you're not tone deaf. No, thank you.
No, not at all. Do you prefer one part over the other?
It depends. It depends what I'm talking about. Like, if I'm trying to talk that talk, I'm gonna rap. But, like, if I'm, like, heartbroken, I want you to feel my pain, I'm gonna sing about it. Like, if I'm in love, like, I'm gonna sing about it. It just all depends. It's, like, I'm such a vibe type of person.
Gotcha.
That's how I dress. If I wake up, I feel like I'm every woman, I'm gonna be feminine. If I'm feeling a little lazy, I'm gonna be a tomboy. Like, it's all about vibes. I mean, that's the same thing with my music.
I hear you rapping, I hear you singing, I know you like to be involved in all aspects of your music. I want to jump into the music. First song that I heard was Stamina.
Yeah, I really run it up. We're the crew, we run it up. We don't do no violence, but we can get violent. Don't come around acting up. And every time I move real quick, they be on my moves real sick. They checking my style, they riding my tide, they loving my stamina. Yeah, I really run it up. We're the crew. like, bitch, just look at my pants, dance a tit. Cause I really running up. I'm tryna spin it until the fun run out. I'm tryna blow it and 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 blow, you know it. Yeah, I really run it up. Grab the crew, we run it up. We don't do no violence, but we can get violent. Don't come around acting up. And every time I move real quick, they be on my moves real sick. They checking my style, they riding my tie, they loving my stamina. Yeah, I really run it up. Grab the crew, we run it up. We don't do no violence, but we can get violent. Don't come around acting up. And every time I move real quick, they be on my moves real sick. They checking my style, they riding my tie, they loving my stamina. Yeah, I really counting that. I really get to the bag and I feel it. I really flip it and stack it and pass it. Tell my whole team don't come back till it's all gone. My little bitch is an angel, do no wrong. Little bitch is a devil, fuck me strong. She don't get Leese B be the one. The weight of her heart must feel like a ton. Say that she love me, told her don't love me. I can't be the one, we just having fun. Baby don't love me. I cannot call it, we just having fun. I cannot call it, no shade, I'm the sun. I cannot fake it, the grind that we put in. Yeah, you know damn well that we won. You know damn well that we won. Bitch, I'm the big to the pun. Butter pecan, I want some. Once I look quick, you gon' run. You gon' tell my sis how I put in work. You know that well I'm the one. I really run it up. Grab the crew, we run it up. We don't do no violence, but we can get violent. Don't come around acting up. And every time I move real quick, they be on my moves real sick. They checking my style, they riding my tie, they loving my stamina. Yeah, I really run it up. Grab the crew, we run it up. We don't do no violence, but we can get violent. Don't come around acting up. And every time I move real quick, they be on my moves real sick. They checking my style, they riding my tie, they loving my stamina.
What's the inspiration for the song, and how important is it? Like, do you feel like you, just as a female artist, that you have to be better than a lot of people out here just off cuff? Like, tell me about this.
Okay, so social media and just the comparison and stuff. Of course, naturally, you want to be the best, you want to be better, but like that stresses me out. Thinking about the next and trying to be better than the next, like it's not fun for me like that. So honestly, I've realized if I just stick to what I do and stay true to myself, people are hearing me, it's being heard. I just want to be heard. So like, people want to be the best, that's awesome. I don't want that stress. I just want to be heard. So if people can hear me, if I could retain, my fan base, that's awesome. That's everything. Like, I want it. This mean the world just to be here. Like, it takes guts to put yourself out there. So I just want to keep having guts to put myself out there to travel. Sometimes I travel alone. So like, cause that's how bad I want it. So I try not to look at anybody else and try to not to be better. Of course, I want to be me and true to me, but that stresses me out when I compare myself. And I do naturally, like, but it stresses me out to the point where it's not fun. And when it's not fun, I literally shut down. I won't do it.
Exactly. I think a lot of times with our passions, like, one, we want to be good at them. Two, we want to have fun with them. And three, we want to make money.
Yeah.
So, like, I understand that completely. What do you think that you're doing to set yourself apart from anybody else in the room?
Right now, and shout out to all the female artists, this is definitely not come at anybody, because Big B, I love Miss JT and Meg, I love them. I'm just different. Like, I'm really skinny, so I don't have like the sex appeal. My sex appeal is very different, and I love that. I'm getting into it. My sex appeal is like very 90s, sporty, sexy. So it's like I do sometimes, it's like I treat my fans to the sexiness of Leese B. But I'm pretty much a tomboy, and I'm just into me, and I'm into storytelling, like true, authentic storytelling. I want my music videos eventually. I want them to start having that storyline and stuff.
What's your identity? Like, how do you identify sexually? Are you like out here having fun? Are you with men and women? There's a couple tracks here where I'm like, wait, is she?
Is she talking about a girl?
Yeah, she's talking about a girl. I don't know.
I consider myself pansexual, right?
Like that.
Sexually fluid, right?
Okay.
A lot of people, when I say that you're greedy and ilk and she dip and dag and she sneak dick and da 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 da. No, baby, I fall for the heart, not the part.
Gotcha.
I'm not really worried about your genitals because, like, to me, like, to be honest, I'm more sexually attracted to women, but, like, I want to be loved. I want love.
Yes.
And who am I to deny myself love from anything?
Don't
I mean, not anything, anyone. Because
Yeah.
anything, yes, only humans, but anyone, no. So,
Don't
like,
block your blessings.
yeah, I'm very sexual, but I ain't gonna lie. I tend to date more females more because it's like dating your best friend.
I hear you.
But I'm not opposed to dating a trans person. I'm not opposed to dating a guy.
I can literally hear it.
Yeah.
I can literally hear it.
Stamina was just a song my producer in UK. I was like, I need that, and I just bought it exclusively and wrote it. It's just a fun vibe, and it's like Stamina. The inspiration is like I'm trying to drop a visual every month.
Okay.
I couldn't this month because we was working on the tour stuff, but and I chose to put my focus on that. But like we want to drop 2 videos next month and every other month. Stamina, like, and people love it. People love when you're consistent.
That's the biggest thing.
Yes.
Is consistency.
Mhm.
It really is. Like, if you can keep in just quality and consistency. If you can keep dropping these songs month after month, week after week, yeah, people are gonna catch on and they're gonna hear you. This, to me, like, that's why I was asking you those questions earlier. Like, how important is it to be the best at what you do? Just being a female, being a female, you're kind of at a disadvantage in this game, and I feel like you have to be 100% over your peers just to get seen and heard. You know what I mean? Just to be able to show that you can be consistent.
And you have not to be afraid to be yourself. Because sometimes a lot of people count me
They
out.
lose themselves.
Yeah.
I can see how you can completely
Count me
lose
out.
yourself.
I had this like little radio interview, and one girl came. She was sexy as hell, and I came in like this. You know, they can't tell me you're not sexy enough. That's a lawsuit. But they like kind of like discounted me out. So yeah, I feel like as long as you're true to yourself, you're gonna be better than anybody because you're gonna be consistent. You're gonna have fun. Just be true. Because I'm telling you, this industry can make
change you.
Yeah.
It can change
Make you unhappy real quick.
Absolutely. A lot of people that I talk to in this industry, they're kind of tiptoeing their way into the business side of it. Have you made that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So I could give you my card, NLR. NLR, not like the rest. ENT LLC. It's an entertainment. It's a management company. But I'm actually building an empire. So I have people that's working for me. We have representatives all over. We're trying to get them all over the country. We're trying to outsource it internationally. I have an artist. Hopefully one day he could come on this amazing platform and you could interview him. But
Absolutely.
yeah, and we put on the tours.
So last thing I want to talk about is Drowning. Another very, very, very good beat. Kind of depressing though.
Super depressing. I can't even listen to it. Turn it off.
Yeah, it's kind of depressing, but still the beat is really good. So I'm like, okay, so you have no choice but to like vibe with it. What's going on with that one?
My last relationship 3 years ago, I just felt like I just knew we weren't going to be together. And that's why I felt like I was drowning and I kept falling, but I just knew it wasn't going to be together. And I wrote that song, and a year and a half later I finished it. I was dating a girl, she had a baby after me. That's why on the song I was like, it's been a couple of years, you know, you had a kid, new life, moved on. You know, and it's just like, I just knew it was going to end just like how it ended.
Right.
Drowning.
Depressing.
And that's that. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, moving on without you, never got over you, pretty much.
You know what? I have not, I hope she don't ever see this. I guess I haven't got over her, but I will.
What do you have upcoming? Like, what's your next stop? I know COVID is stopping a lot of stuff right now.
Yeah.
I really feel like we may get shut down again. I'm not sure.
They are shutting us down.
Yeah,
They are.
down again.
They are.
So what's up next for you?
My artist CMB Mills will be dropping his project, his mixtape next month, and it's his debut. Like he don't have a catalog, EPK out. We like building it from the ground up. So that's what's coming up, and definitely NLR and friends, more concerts, more tours, more Leese B tours in 2021. When they open us back up, I'm out. Like you can't get fans staying put. You have to. I gotta go over there. Like the internet's oversaturated, so I gotta be in your face. And that's what makes me different.
Right.
Like my vibe, such a good vibe. and you can feel it on the music and in my presence. I think that's what sets me apart from a lot of people.
Oh, that's beautiful. Tell us where we can find your music. Tell us more about your platforms.
Yeah. Pretty dope. I'm on Pandora, and Pandora only take about 10 to 25% of underground art. It took me 10 years to get on Pandora, so I'm on Pandora, Tidal, Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, mixtape stuff. Just everywhere, like all the platforms, everywhere. www.nlrofficial.com. You can find my merch, NLR merch, tour dates, events, all of that.
Help us help you. That's what we always say here at Who Got Next Radio. We love doing these interviews. We like putting people out there. We had the pleasure of Leese B coming here tonight. I really do appreciate it. Well, thank you so much. We will follow you. We will put out your music. Just keep us in mind.
Absolutely.
Who Got Next Radio, over and out.
Follow us on Instagram.
Better follow me
at Philly Jam 95.3 FM.
I love chocolate people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that. Miss Willy Wonka, you can call me that. I love chocolate. Like, I feel like, especially in the industry in Hollywood, they suppress chocolate and dark peach.
Yes, absolutely.
And I appreciate it. I love it.
I love it.
I miss Willy Wonka.
Yo, I think I say it like once every couple of weeks. I'm like, I love black people so much. I love them so much. I love their personality. I love the differences. I love every category that we fit into, every category that we don't fit into. I'm like, I just want my neighbors to look like me.
If you look at it, we run the world.
Yes,
like, look at the culture. People, when they're dancing or TikTok,